Hi, babes. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you can see, today's topic is a bit of a different one. You mostly are looking at those videos like how to glow up in 7 days, mentally, physically, blah 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 blah. But have you ever thought that maybe the whole concept of glowing up is actually good, but in reality, it's not so, because we have a lot of things that could go wrong here. You maybe never thought about that, but I did. And so here I'm actually going to give you some things that can happen that you should avoid while you're trying to do your glow up. And if you're interested, later I can make you a video on how to actually glow up. But first, here are some mistakes you should avoid, because they are not really mistakes. It can grow up in much bigger problems, but I don't think that it's talked enough about that topic. And also, sorry, I'm a bit sick. Sorry in advance. And we can start the video. Something that mostly happens if you are not really even starting your glow up journey, and if you are, it's something that a lot of us struggles with, and that's a comparison trap. And what I mean by that is that when you want to start your glow up journey, of course, you listen and look at other people, their journey, finding inspiration and everything, and that's all good, that's all okay. But then you fall into the this trap that you're constantly comparing yourself with people you see online. Maybe not even online, in real life, but it's much 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 worse if it's online, because 80%, 90% of that is fake. Who looks like that when they wake up? Who looks like that after 3 to 5 meals? Let's be honest here, okay? So that's why it's such a big problem, because you are comparing yourself to something that's not even real, and you just always feel like you're not enough and that there is something wrong, okay? But it's not really you that's a problem, it's people that are lying about what they do, how they look, and everything. So I don't really blame you for that, but it's really really bad for you when you're comparing so much because of your mental health and everything. And that's really not the whole point of your glow up journey. It's to embrace yourself, love yourself, and not always compare yourself with others. You always want to seem perfect, and because you want to seem perfect, you have that pressure that you also have to look like all of these perfect girls, or all of these perfect people in general. Like, male population also can want to glow up, I'm not excluding that, but it's still hard because you feel that pressure in you. And like, that you always have to look put up together. You can have your bad days, you can look how you feel. There are so many days where I don't even want to get dressed up because I'm just not feeling it, and that's okay to have some bad days. And the point of them is that you are comfortable with your bad days, not that you are trying to like remove them completely, because that's not possible. You're always going to have bad days, and they're just unrealistic to always seem perfect. And I think that nobody likes perfect people in like real life. We all are more connected to people that have some flaws, because we can see us more in them, and that's like the bond we have with the person. If they seem perfect, you'll probably just be jealous or have some negative energy towards that person. And being flawed is not exceptionally really bad, because nobody is perfect, and that's just facts, okay? There is something that a lot of people trying to avoid, like it's called superficial glow up, where you are just interesting in your physical changes, like your hair, your body, your clothes, and like in general it's not bad to change that, to fix that, or whatever you want to call it, but it's not complete without your mental glow up. You just glowing up physically, you cannot do that if you're not glowing up mentally. For example, you want to lose fat. If you're not mentally ready, not like ready, but I can make a whole separate video on that, like how to be consistent in the gym or how to be consistent with working out in general. Because if you're just relying on motivation and you don't have discipline, which for first you have to train with your mental glow up, you will never get a physical glow up. I think that there's nothing uglier than beautiful people with ugly souls. It just like, it's a pity. But I think that you are just much more prettier, much more energetic, much more better person if you are just having that aura, good aura, like you are mentally shining. You as a person are shining, and if you're not the prettier person, it doesn't matter, because it's not really the looks. How many beautiful girls or like handsome guys have you seen in your life and they're like never getting any attention? It's because they don't have that energy that pulls everyone. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So it's not just about that energy, it's also about like your inner peace, connecting with God, and everything in general, because that just makes your life more better, more beautiful. You romanticize your life much more, and when you're happy in your life, it shows. You glow, you literally glow. So that's why there's not just a physical glow up, that doesn't exist. I mean, that's puberty. That's literally puberty. So you can do it without a mental glow up. So also there's a burnout, and I'm seeing much and much more videos about this topic, and I really like that people are getting more aware of it. Like when people are sharing their glow up journeys, that they are always talking about this burnout thing, that you always want to incorporate in your routine. So like everything that you see, you want a whole new skincare, you want to try 10 plus things with your hair because it's not good. But the thing is, much more things that you're trying to put in your life all of a sudden without like this pace, and just like it's like your life is going like this, and then you cannot do that, because that will just uh, result in a burnout, and you're going to be back and worse 10 times than you were. So let's just say you want to journal, you want your skincare, you want to go to the gym, you want to read 10 books a day, you want. It's not gonna happen all at once. You have to just start with some small progress, and because it's about the consistency. Glow up is not something that you get in 1 2 3 weeks. It's something that needs to be done in a much longer period, because you're trying to put all these good things in your life, but it's not possible to put them all together. And if you do that, you'll just get burnout, and like, where's the point? There's no point. And then also, something that's connected with the previous things I said is just this validation obsession where you are glowing up just to be validated on your physical self, your looks, to attract people. It's bad because like time passes, and if you're just trying to always look better, and like you can look good, but nobody is going to compliment you every single day. And if that's what you accept, you're gonna be in big, big, big trouble. Like, that's a whole bad way of thinking about that. Glow up is, yeah, just people complimenting me and they're appreciating that I am prettier now. No, because it's about you and you improving you, not about other people like validating you. I mean, they will if you're validating yourself, of course, but just a wrong way of looking into it, wrong intentions, and that will just damage you. Like, try doing it with some better, healthier intentions, like that whole glow up is all intended to, like that you are doing it for yourself and not for other people. It all sounds like, yeah, I know that, everybody knows that, but do they? Everybody's doing that, everybody's making the same mistake all over and over again. And do you know that? And I like really hope that I am going into your guys' brains and that you're actually thinking about it and being like, oh, that's me, and that you're really going to change that, because then I did something. Then I made a point. I did what I wanted to, okay? This whole video has a point then. Okay, I'm really going beside the point. There is a financial strain, and what I mean by that is that you're always going to see some new trends, and everybody's saying, yeah, and everybody's saying, buy this, buy that, you cannot live without that. I just can't believe I lived my 20 years, 18 years, 32 years without this. We all lived without that. We don't need that. It just people pursuing you into buying shite that you don't need. And like, you don't need all of that skincare, you don't need all of that hair products, you don't need all of these clothes, all of these, I don't even know, all of these food supplements or whatever the people are telling you to buy. I mean, not all of it that is bad, but it's just bad for your pocket. There are much more financial friendly ways, you know, and that's all just because you want to fit in some aesthetic. And like, there's a easier and better way to not just put all your money into something that you are not gonna use at the end, because you're gonna burn out, as I said. And the last thing that is the problem is losing authenticity. And not everyone, but like most people, when they're trying to glow up, they have this picture in their head about how they want to look, and it's never an improved version of them. It's mostly about, I want to look like that person or all of them at the same time, and you're losing yourself in that because you're changing what you love, maybe what you look like, or just because you want to be some other person. And the bad thing is you can fall into not recognizing yourself anymore. And isn't that sad? You're losing you. And for example, I'm saying, like, I know that having a boyfriend would really ruin my aura. I wouldn't be the same probably. So I know it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Don't take anything personally. But it's maybe the same thing. You changing so much into other person, you will lose like you. You will lose your aura, what makes you you, And that's sad. You should appreciate what you already have and just making these qualities into even better qualities, like glow upping you. You're not glowing up any other person, you're glow upping you. So you're glow upping your characteristics, your facial structure, not anyone others. So you should not lose your authenticity if you are really just improving yourself and not trying to be someone else, if that made sense, because sometimes I'm really bad at explaining things. So my brain, RIP. I'm studying so much, it's not even healthy this week. Mm-mm-mm. So when we look at all of these that I talked about, I think that I've personally fallen into some of these things, but I got up, I got better. I actually thought about it and I was like, yeah, I see the problem. I changed that. Okay, I started over and over and over and over again. And the most important thing for you that I want you to take from this video is, while you're still alive, and if you're watching this, you are most definitely, you can try it as much as you want, again and again and again. There's never really like where you cannot try again, where you cannot get a new start, especially like if you're troubled with maybe a relationship with God. He is the happiest when you're all trying again and again and again. I mean, we all make mistakes and it's normal, but it's about consistency. And if you guys are interested, I can make a whole video on how to actually glow up. But I thought this was an interesting thing to do, because who actually makes these types of videos? Everybody is mostly just like, do this with your hair, do this with your skin, do eat this, don't eat this. So yeah, hope this helped. Hope this helped, and see you in next video, babes.